and the next to kind of sort out some last-minute things, but it all comes down to these last 2 final maps. We're going to go back to our commentators, or actually we never even left our commentators. Valdez and Paper Thin, take it away.
We are the ever-present casters. We're ubiquitous. We never leave.
Casters, analysts, hosts.
We're doing
models.
everything.
Omnipresent.
Omnipresent. There you go. That's a good word. Thank you.
Got it.
That's what I was like kind of searching around for, and I went for ubiquitous because I wanted to sound smart, but I'm not. So
I just went for the one that everybody knows.
Thanks.
Yeah. Except you, apparently.
Except
you know
me.
other bigger words. Actually, I guess ubiquitous is smaller, but
is it?
I don't know. It's kind of close.
Omnipresent? They're probably about the same size.
Omnipresent has a lot of long letters, you know what I mean?
That's true. I can't spell ubiquitous, so...
Well, it's not that hard. It's...
U-B-I-Q...
It's not that hard, but let me just forget how to spell it.
Yeah, I was spelling it in my head, guys. Come on.
All right, fine.
It's like 10 letters.
All right.
Omnipresent has more.
North Circle. North Circle, most likely going to be over maybe towards Paradise or something like that, depending on where it wants to move around. Quite a bit of water inside of this one, though, and a little bit of the Camp Alpha Island. So eyes on teams like C9. Where are they going to move? Unique is on Paradise, so they're...
That was very impressive. Not really sure how he was able to land that one, but gotta give that one to him. He's looking for more, and he will get another one, as it looks like the last member of 46 is going to go down, and they will go out in 16th place. This just was not a good final day for 46 Loot, unfortunately. They made it to the third and last day, but they're not going to be getting a very good placement after another disappointing finish on Senna.
Yeah, some shaky decisions here and there that really cost them, especially that move on Vikendi where I felt like they lost somebody kind of a little needlessly, but ooh, Unique found a member of C9. Here you can see MEA. They are watching Divine, or at least trying to watch Divine cross through there. There's Team Queso further away. Uneven is confirmed there onto C9, I believe. At least I think he might have got knocked, then res, then re-knocked or something. No, he's down. He's down. Okay, we can see it on the left-hand side there. Yeah. He is, in fact, gone. EGC is fighting the Red Canids, and quickly beside found a kill. This is, you can watch Queso go through, and there's a truck for EGC, but Bear is just covering the movements. The other 2 Canids are up in front over by Camp Alpha, and I think EGC pretty aware of their position as they're setting up to try to fight them.
Yeah, very meticulous movements here from EGC. They made it a little bit obvious, but they wanted to get this loot, it looks like. So they pick all that up, and they will be back on the move after throwing down the smoke just to help protect them. Looks like a slow creep forward for him, or them rather. Not really trying to make any big moves into the circle just yet.
Yeah, if they want to fight this, they can just flank out to the north, or they can just leave. It's kind of... either way is all right, because look how much high ground there is to work with. If they were going to try to put a little bit more hurt into the Canids, now they do expose themselves ever so slightly. However, it is more likely that they want to just maneuver into this circle, head towards the northwestern part of it. Now this circle did hard shift north, so it's about half water, and there are a lot of teams vying over the territory on the eastern part of things.
We'll see if we get any Sea Dogs coming on in here. And, yeah, I mean, it'll come down to this next circle. We'll see exactly how far it shifts away from the water as we're closing on in. Trying to get an update on some of the other teams that we haven't seen too much on the map. Yala still kind of in the middle there in that small lake. We got RRQ just northeast of boot camp, so they're still going strong, just kind of holding their ground. Team Queso did rotate up towards the east side alongside Ghoskilla, who are way east, actually way northeast, so trying to take that area for themselves.
So this is pretty funny. The Red Canids leapfrogging right in front of EGC, trying to get ahead of them and seeing, and maybe if they can pick off a member or two as EGC makes their way more north, but not as far maybe as they would like, because eventually they're probably going to have to cross over onto the eastern continent. There's a nice little gift for Divine. There doesn't really seem to be anybody else that's close enough to really get to that. Queso, I think, isn't. That's an M249, which is a nice pickup if you can get it. Of course, you want that level 3 gear. That's maybe the most important thing. I don't really think Queso has an angle on that. So, yeah, indeed, Majid looking like he's going to run over. Check it out first. Make sure no one is going to try to get a pick on him while he thinks about this. And, yeah, eventually he should be all right.
Extremely cautious, just checking every single angle, wants to make sure nobody's in the nearby compound. As we know, there is literally nobody there. And not too many teams even close to them. They have Team Queso to their east, but that is about it. So he can just run up here, get what he wants. Looks like the level 3 gear.
Yeah, he is gonna, looks like he's considering. He didn't take that M249. He's gonna stick with what he likes there. The AK, the M249 is a little wonky. It's sometimes kind of hard to control. So you'll see a lot of players kind of opt to not take it. But every once in a while, you'll see somebody who feels pretty confident with it. Circle did, in fact, go east, so now teams are going to have to fight over this, and this is a huge one right now. 6N Obed, he is going to be found out by G9 and quickly, potentially dusted, but G9 isn't able to control that finish. So now Lord's over here. He gets a bunch of damage in. Senior's going to go down. Lord is so good.
Guy is just a steamroller. He's coming in here, taking names. He's got the car. He's looking for that angle, but G9 smartly going to back off for now as they get the res here onto Senior. Lord taking a bit of damage. It's really hard for him.
Well, he's fighting 2 teams at once, basically all by himself. He needs some help from the other members of 6N to keep the pressure off from MEA, and I think this is super smart by EGC. Now, the only problem is that Elementrix kind of predicted this and they have set up along the coast. So they're pretty far away. How good is Elementrix long-range boat sniping? We may find out in a bit. Otherwise, if they go all the way over the cow, they should be okay. And if I'm them, I'm trying to make the longest rotation possible and just seeing if, you know, I can just get lucky, although it looks like they might be trying to bomb in towards this smaller port over right by Elementrix, and oh no. Junior and Orange are here. Are they going to be able to react to it quick enough? They didn't really pick a great angle. They're just going to bomb through that other boat, but they don't get onto the land. They're taking a bunch of damage already. B-side is down. Trote is very hurt. Bear and Satan are underneath the docks. They're just going to swim under there, try to stay alive, see if they can keep themselves protected. They needed to get onto the land and at least try to fight that, but there was a bit of a driving mistake there as they ran into another boat, and then they had to get out in the water and quickly lost someone. Junior is right here. This is disaster for EGC.
That it is. We knew by our map that the best route for them would have been to go all the way around to Cow and just sneak into the south side and get in those buildings there, but instead they wanted to be more aggressive. They took the risk. They thought probably nobody would be all the way up by the coast by now, right? Well, they were wrong, and now Elementrix going to pick up 2 kills so far, looking for some more, but Gonzo might be the savior here for EGC, looking to pick up some kills of his own.
Yeah, they heard the fighting, and they need the points, so they're moving over here. Bear trying to swim around all of these bullets, but water will only stop so many. Eventually, you're going to be found out. Oh, but this is really nice. Gonzo gets Junior from long range with the M4. Now he's got Orange. Almost takes down 2 members of Elementrix.
Had that one guy dead to rights, and he put that spray right into him and takes the 1 kill, nearly gets the second. Can Bear and Satan make something of this ridiculous situation they're in? They're going to split up and hope that the distraction is good enough. And for now, it looks like it will be, but that next circle going to be, again, another disaster for these teams up here in the north.
Yeah, this was a fun fight up here, but now they're going to pay for it for lingering around. SNP as well. C9 outside of this. Arab Madness has to cross across the river. Yala did find their way off of that island towards boot camp, and they're going to wrap around the coast towards the, the edge of the river. It's not really a coast on a river, is it? Do rivers have coasts, Valdez? I don't think so.
I'll say yes.
All right, cool. Thank you.
They have a bank.
A bank, that's it.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah.
That's the word I'm looking for.
I'm from the city, but I know that more than you.
Just rubbing it in.
I'm probably wrong, actually. It's probably something else. The viewers are like, wait,
other
no,
words.
it's
I don't know.
something else.
Well, now it's Arab Madness who wants to take the Yala Island, and they'll be all right, I think. Yala, I don't think, is really paying too much attention to that. You got RRQ on the south side, and there we go. We're right over to them right now. Some great sprays are going to find a headshot on Delord. And if he goes down, it feels like there isn't much left in the tank for 6N.
And once you see that it's Lord that goes down, you breathe a little sigh of relief, as you know he was doing so much. You talked about Yala paying attention. It looks like something caught their eye here out in the river, as they do a bunch of damage already to the members of Arab Madness. Doesn't look like any kills have come in here, but Pyra's going to get the first knock.
Wow, there's just enough land underneath the feet of M7 that he's going to be able to crawl for a bit. Normally, if there's no land underneath you, you just die instantly if you're in the water. But he has found a way. Pyra. Pyra. Oh, Marley. He's coming in with the flanks now. Some shots going through. I feel like Arab Madness was just kind of playing with fire there. They thought maybe they could get over to that island, but Yala aware of it enough and making them pay. The red cannons are stuck. There's pretty much not much hope for them.
Yeah, they're stranded. Well, that's what we'll say. Either they decide to jump off the island and get shot by the pirates, or they decide to starve on the island and die. And it looks like they're not going to go down without a fight. They're looking to take some kills while they can, but it's not looking good for them. As Arab Madness, also not looking good for them. They tried to make the play up behind Yala, but it did not work out.
Yeah, it's always a near impossible task to cross these rivers when the circle moves away from you. I just want to talk about EGC. Satan just did get a kill by himself up onto Elementrix, and Bear has made his way over to Paradise. He somehow survived.
What?
That is insane. It's actually crazy.
How did they manage that?
I have no idea.
That's pretty incredible. I only see Bear for now.
Satan did die, so it's just Bear left.
Okay. But that's good. I mean, they get a couple of kills, or at least one, and Bear still in the mix. As Team Queso, we haven't talked too much about them. They're up here in the north side after some more rotations. And here comes Bear. Crawling very slowly.
he's all alone. Why? Yala, you're back in the river. I don't know why. You might as well just try and fight. I know it's RRQ Athena, but you have to do something else. You can't just go in that river. Maybe it'll work. I could be 100% wrong, but oh my god. Mao down. He is found unique. Old boy makes short work of him. Now a little bit of fire coming in from the other members of Divine, seeing if they can get a little bit of revenge. The grenades aren't quite landing. You can see Kitsune trying to cook some grenades. There's Queso over here as well, so a two-front battle potentially could turn into a three-front if Ghoskilla comes in on this. They tried a third party. Okay, now Bear does finally get found and out. So that's an 11th place finish for the Korean team.
They had a great start. They had that one big round, but since then it's just been not so good of performances here. A lot of teams getting kicked out as this fifth circle does close in. It's a small one. Here comes Pyra with the rest of his team backing him up. It looks like in a vehicle eventually. Team Unique, we talked about them being one of the favorites here. They've made it to the top 8.
Oh boy, Ghoskilla is mostly suffering because of this circle. Pyra is on the other side, Unique as well, just holding them in, putting tons of shots through. There's tons of smokes down as all of these teams are desperately trying to survive and get into this. Some grenades coming through from Old Boy. Will that one be able to connect? Looks like it might just be too far behind Nicola. Gonzo going to try to heal up. Nicola coming over, isn't able to finish it though. Kitsune with a nice flank, gets some shots into Nicola, puts him down to half health. Here comes the Molotov up and over. I think that's just a little bit short. Not sure if that's going to be able to reach around that rock. No, indeed, it does not. So that was a little bit of a misstep there by Kitsune. He's just going to push forward. Goodbye, one member of Ghoskilla. The other is going to go down. They are out in 6th place.
Marco able to sneak a kill away there as the action really heating up here. Only 5 teams left available. And Team Queso got 4 members. We have Pyra trying to make his way in here. I thought he had a team to back him up. Doesn't look like that's the case. As once again, he goes heavy into the middle. Zute gonna go down to the play zone. And Team Unique still have 4 members, but hurting for now. We'll see if they can make it into this circle.
Yeah, Rogue does get spotted and found out by a member of Queso. Old Boy is in the circle. Unique has to go down the hill because the circle pushing them through. 4 members of Team Queso are ahead of them. They have a really nice round for themselves. 7 kills, but this could potentially be the end of the day. Good shooting here from Axial. They will find one. Oh, a couple members of Queso, though, are getting found out. Mystic here goes down. Kitsune trying to run forward. He is out in the open, though, and they are all down. That is a meat grinder that Unique had to go through.
Too many members of Team Queso just firing from a couple of different angles here, but now RRQ getting in the mix. Didn't look like they had many kills under their belt, but finally going to add one there as Team Middle East Assassins once again into this last bit of the round, and they had a pretty horrendous start, but now they're really picking it up and doing much better.
Good positioning from them. Syed is on an island by himself. I'm worried about that. We did see him do very well previously in the group stage on his own, so gonna watch on him, of course. Pyra, what would it be around without C9 in the top 4 without 1 player left? And I really like the disciplined play by RRQ. There they find Bam. They are just methodical. They are coming in. They are going to dissect you like a biology lab pig.
Yeah, open that pig up, says RRQ, getting in there with the Molotovs and taking them down one by one. I said they didn't have many kills. They actually have 10. So I was wrong in that facet. Syed trying to do his best here, and he will not. Well, maybe it was his best, but it wasn't good enough as G9 are going to take them out in 4th place. Now it's all RRQ right in the middle of the circle.
To put salt in the wound, the circle just goes right on top of them. Queso and C9, not many options left outside of some miracle grenades. Senior, that one's got to get... Oh, what a grenade from Ayala right over the wall, and I say it, and he does it. Now they've got to get down on that hill, though. Can RRQ hold this? Ayala doing a great job, but oh my goodness. Ernie, Axial does find Ernie, so that's 2 for Team Queso. This is huge, but Ayala gonna get caught out. D2E gets them. That is Queso out in 3rd place.
And this is Pyra's moment. He's got to go now. This is, you know, you're not gonna have a chance 1v4, so you might as well try while they're rezzing. He's looking for them. Gonna hop out the window, but it's not looking too good. He's gonna prone. He's gonna try to get one, but it's not enough. RRQ gonna come up big once again with a chicken dinner.
Well, that is exactly what they needed. That is a 14-kill chicken dinner for them. Unique had a good game as well. The standings are going to tighten up quite a bit. What a round from them. Discipline, discipline. They are so patient and so good at striking when the time is right.
Just a fun one there on Sandhawk. Lots of action. RRQ coming in first, but we mentioned C9 making their way in 2nd place once again in typical fashion on the motorbike, just running on in through all the teams and surviving, Jason.
See, the funniest thing is about Cloud9 there is their biggest success on day 1 in the PMC Global Finals was the